Welcome to another RSR. Tonight we're reviewing Toronto FC 0, Minnesota United FC 0, MLS 2025 Week 8, third straight draw for Toronto FC this week. They're building something. They didn't have any natural strikers for most of the match. Both Ola injured and DeAndre Kerr injured. We had to play Derek Etienne up there. Charlie Sharp played for 10 minutes. But no natural striker up there. Lots of injuries, lots of lower body injuries. It's a wonder it was 0-0. I think this team is starting to figure things out as a group. They're playing tough. They're giving it everything. And as I told you, it doesn't look as bad as it looked. When there was that losing run, it doesn't look as bad as it looked. I told you this defense was solid. Our offense needs to be better. It's that simple. We need an offense that could finish goals. And we do not have that, but they did have some good runs. They had some good play. They had more shots and shots on goal than Minnesota. So something's building is what I'm saying. Minnesota did not look as dominant as they have this year. Toronto did the job. They got a point at home. Do you want to win? Do you want to steal a goal? Yes. Could they have stole a goal? Do I think Spicer could have scored a couple of times? Or at least once of his couple of chances? Yes. Do I think this team could have stole a goal and won 1-0? For sure. They probably should have. But I think it was a very even game. I think both teams fought. To get a point at least. It was an interconference matchup. It's one of those matches where you're a team on the road from the West or going to the West from the East. You want a point. It's not late the season, so it's not you want 3, but it's not crazy to be like, you know what? Shake hands, draw this game, right? It's one of those. And for me, Minnesota played it like an interconference matchup. Toronto played it similarly, but there were moments where you're like, yeah, Toronto, you think they should go for it. You think they want to go for it, but seems like they're a bit hamstrung as well. For me, this team looked good. I think Toronto looked good. I think they looked good at times. I wouldn't say they were the better team. I wouldn't say Minnesota was the better team. I'd say Sean Johnson's man of the match because he made a couple of saves that saved Toronto a point. But other than that, Tony Louis had a moment or two. Wasn't awesome coming home. Yeboah didn't have much. Bongi Long won, didn't have much. Lid did most of the sweeping. Trap, not much. Song Bin didn't come on till late. Like, Minnesota didn't have much either. Like, Toronto did a pretty damn good job of quieting them down. Like, they did a really good job defensively. Like, I think the defense did a really good job today when they needed to. They weren't forced to just stay at the back all game. Toronto did push forward. They had half and half mostly possession. They had more shots on goal. I wouldn't say the defense was threatened for 90 minutes. There were moments where they were threatened, but Minnesota didn't dominate this game and just come out unlucky to get 1 point. I think both teams did their job to get the point. Somebody could have stole the goal. I think it leans more towards Toronto. But in the end, 0-0, fair result. I think that's what this game looked like. Not ugly, not horrible, but 0-0. Tough game, no goals. Reasons why on both ends, especially the Toronto end. But Toronto's defense played well. I wish we had a striker for more than 10 minutes, but you do what you got to do. Halftime 0-0. Very, very even. Then we got the full-time 0-0. I think Toronto started to lean into being the better team on the day. But even then, I'd still say it was 50-50. Then full-time stats, we have 9 shots to 8, 5 shots on goal to 1, 48% possession to 52% possession, 404 pass to 428. 85% pass accuracy to 85% pass accuracy, 11 fouls to 16, 1 offside to 2, 1 yellow card to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 1 corner to 7. For me, I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy that Toronto is building something as a team. Something's good going on up there is the good point. Some good's going on up there is the good point. They're building up to something. I don't know what exactly that is, but they're a solid team. It's not as bad as it looked, defensively especially, but we need an offense. We still need a better offense. The team is starting to prove me right on the fact our defense is solid. It's better than you think. The offense needs to be better. We can't outscore this defense if our offense could just score. This team can win. Yes, the start of the season wasn't too pretty, but this team can win. This team can win, and it's early. But this team can go on a run. This team can start winning. We need an offense to put more balls into the back of the net. It's that simple. They were going to the net. They threw on some muffins, but there were times where if they took a shot a second earlier, could have scored. May have been a muffin, but we could have scored. This team has everything but the goal-scoring touch. I'm not saying that as they're perfect, but I'm saying defense, solid. Goalkeeping, solid. Midfield, solid. Offense, they can make the runs, they just don't score. Right? They can get in behind, but they just don't score. They're a second too slow. Sometimes touch too heavy, second too slow. They got to clean it up, but it's there. You could see it. You could see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's there. It's there. And that's what matters. You could see that it's there for this team. It's just got to all come together. The defense has been solid for the past couple of weeks. Offense has had its moments. It's not really there. Midfield strong, goalkeeping strong. We just need it all to come together, especially maybe a week or two before the Can-Champ game. But Montreal sucks worse than us. I'd say we're better than Montreal, which is good news. Then we have to play 2 CPL teams, I think, to make the final if we get drawn that way. So we could do that. If we beat Montreal, we should make the Can-Champ final unless they give us Vancouver in the semifinals, but at least that's a 2-legged tie in that case. So we'll see. But, well, we did draw them. That's true. We did just draw them. That's true. So we'll see where that goes, But this team did their job today. I wish they won. They could have won. I'll take the point. I'm not the coach. I can't control nothing. I'll take the point. If I was the coach, I'd still be a little bit pissed off. I won't lie. This team could have won. And I expect them to win if I was the coach. Of course, as a fan, I can't expect them to win but all the time. But I want the win. Can't expect it. But I'll take the draw. I'll take the draw as a fan. In this place, I'll take a draw. Is it pretty? No. Could they have won? Yes. But they did enough. Point, I'll take 3 straight points. 4th point of the season, I'll take 3 straight points. You wish it could have been 5, but it is what it is. With that being said, there you go. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share this with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow for a live watch along and review of St. Louis City SC versus Columbus Crew, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. We got some on Sunday, about normal time, which is great. But early game today, St. Louis normal time. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern. That's good. But I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.